Hey, I am back of spiritual tip of inner discipline to better ourselves, continuing part 2. Okay, now everybody got that idealistic I built up with that far as number one on that is doctrination has to be real. Okay, now let me tell you with that, with my experience through doctrination has to be real on that. Okay, now let's talk about martial arts with techniques. Okay, I see people out here when they roundhouse kick, they look like a front kick. Well, when I look at it, it's like it's fast to them, but to me, it could be fast. Yeah, I agree, it could be fast, but do they have power? No. Do they have a big dynamic movement? No. Do they have a good reaching edge? No. And another reason why it's not fast, another reason why it's not effective, because if you kick somebody in the elbow, it's a pain. There's a world of pain right there. The world of pain. So that's what real doctrination is. It's my real doctrination on a roundhouse kick I teach is you have to have a full turn. Reason why my doctrination is real, because I really want to pass down to something healthy and beautiful. Okay, I don't want to pass down to cancer. I don't want to pass down the unhealthiness of the kicks. I don't want to pass down this nonsense. That's not me want to do. What I do is pass down on something beautiful, that what I love is something's cool, beautiful. Okay? That's what I do. And another example is combat stance. And I was been false doctrinating in the past, like you have to be in a high stance instead of low squat stance. And I'll experiment that. It doesn't work for me, okay? At all. Reason why high combat stance doesn't work. Because number one, your target is so big. Number two, can your footwork really good from that position? No, you can't. Can you kick faster from that position? Reality, I found out with that, no. You have to use ground. Can you punch from that position? You can't. That's why your stance has to be squat. Okay? More you could squat it in a static way, the better it is. You could you could throw kicks in a very effective way. You could throw punches in a very effective way. You could get in good takedowns. Also, you could get in good footwork. That's why, once again, my real doctrination is low stance in a combat stance, okay? The reason why it has to be low, because you'll build strength off of that, okay? You may not be strong at first, that's okay. But you want to work your way and get stronger and stronger with natural way of development. Now, if you watch my video, I'll go send the link of description there on my dance and my other video showing the stance. You saw me, my stance is very low. That is so effortless that make them look easy. Okay? Now, and also, if you watch the Olympic Taekwondo, their stance is very low, yet their footworks are crazy. If you watch Floyd Mayweather's stance is very low, and when they have movements, you gotta use their legs. You know, no legs, you can't. And that's part of the reason why I like to pass down something real that I'm indoctrinate that. Okay? That I'm passing down. Okay? And then punches. Man, I've been doing Taekwondo, and I was not a puncher like I am now. Okay? Ever since I've been took up boxing, what I feel, my hands is getting better and better. What it is I make sure I indoctrinate them on the real things. Like how to punch longer, how to reach, how to generate power from your body force. Those stuff. Plus, what I do not like about traditional martial arts could be karate, taekwondo, Tung Sudo, Kung Fu, they might be good hands, and I give Kung Fu that. They don't have a good hands. They don't have good boxing techniques. They don't have a good boxing techniques. That's a problem I see with the traditional martial arts, okay? That's what happened to me. When I was first throwing punches, I was so robotic from traditional martial arts. Now, times later, my hands felt very comfortable. And my hands become very effective too with my boxing skills I use. Even though I'm not a professional boxer, and I don't promote boxing combat sport as a combat sport, but I promote boxing as a skill, as a technique. And my hands has got better and better every single time. That I want to continue to use them a lot because I'm felt so comfortable. Back I was a teenager, my hands are not very comfortable. My hands doesn't work. Reason why is traditional martial arts, what you've been taught, is hands are ineffective. Okay? That's what traditional martial arts is teaching you on that. His hands are ineffective. Okay? And they suck at boxing, They suck at boxing techniques. Okay? And ever since like a few years ago, like at 25 or older, I've been took up boxing and my hands got better. Okay? I'm able to use hands very, very, very effectively. I'm able to use back fist in the boxing style. I'm able to use a jab very effectively, cross very effectively. Uppercut, I don't go to that. Could be very dangerous. I gotta experiment myself on uppercuts. Hooks, very effective with that. Pretty effective with that. Back fist, I throw in the boxing position a lot. Rich hands. I've been doing it very effective at this point. That my hands has gotten better and better. That when I teach hands to the people, and I'll be teaching in the boxing style, okay? Because I love boxing punches with hands. That I'll go mix them up with boxing with hands, with martial arts hands to that, but yet keep it in the boxing movement. Because me, I love boxing movement. And number one, I've been inspired by Bruce Lee with hands, okay? That I want to continue to do it. And the way I teach hands is your punch got to be longer, reach, and use your whole body weight to it. Use your legs. As far as that sparring goes, I use the palm of the hand, like a jab, cross, that subsidize the punch. I don't use fists at all because it's very dangerous. That one, I want to pass down. I want to indoctrinate them real stuff, okay? That is a very important things I got to do. And another thing there is about indoctrinating them on real stuff. It could be a lot of stuff, okay? But me, I'm telling you with my example, through my experiences, what I've been to, okay? Second, and now number two is, of course, you gotta experiment yourself. Also, you gotta discover it yourself. Now, in the martial arts, the best way to do spar. Well, you learn the technique, right? Let's say you learn a jab, you learn a cross, you learn a hook, you learn a front kick, you learn a roundhouse kick, you learn even spin kicks. Now, by testing yourself in sparring, experiment yourself. Experiment what works for you. And there is something like you gotta take the risk. Feel free to do that. You don't want to take too much risk to exposing yourself, but you want to that alone. Take the risk enough that you want to experiment what it's like. Now here's the thing: if you messed up on that one, if you fail, if you're not accomplished yet, experience does you and teaches you to do is you got to go back to drawing board. You got to go back to drawing board. That what's not working. Go think what works for you, and then go things that's not working for you. Okay? If things that does not work for you, like go back to drawing board, keep practice that. Let's say, for example, certain techniques you throw. If you have a lack of distance management, if you have a lack of timing, that you miss an opportunity. If you have a horrible reflex that you need the experience of. If you have a lot of stuff that happens, okay? Now, as far as competition, me, I don't promote competition like I am before, but let's say like, and example is you gotta lose early before you win, okay? You have to lose early before you win. You have to get hit early before you not get hit. You know what I'm saying? It happened to me. I get hit a lot. Now, I am less getting hit. Because of the experience. You have to experience stuff, what it's like. So let me tell you a good example. Do you know that basketball player named Michael Jordan? He loses early before he wins. Okay? Do you know Walt Disney? He ended up fired too many times before he built his own name called Walt Disney. And that's what that stuff is, Disney. Like they have a Disney, that's what later have a Disneyland, they have World Disney, we have Disney producing all sorts of stuff. Okay? What it is, it's experience things. Let's say if people doctrinate you on the bullshit, things that don't work, and you see that that's not the way, you gotta find yourself that. Now, another thing, like I said in the video, I can't stand is they false doctrine you. Then when you experience, you fail. False doctrine, you fail. False doctrine, you fail. Let's cut this out. Stop that. Okay? Cut this out. Do a real doctrine and then experiment that. Okay? If they don't accomplish that, because of mistiming, missed shot like that, wherever that is, keep doing it. Okay? Keep doing it till you achieve. Okay? I'm gonna be out this video right now. Okay? And far as self-motivation, self-discipline. Now, let's go into number 3, self-motivation. Number 4, self-discipline. Okay, like I talked about the self-motivation parts, what you need to do. Self-motivation, self-discipline. On that one, you gotta make yourself want it. That's basically you have to have. Okay? You gotta want it. When you want it, things becomes more healthy. You have to beg for it. Let's say, I really want to work on weights. I really want to work on the combat. I really want to work on punches. I really want to work on kicks. I really want to work on stretching to better myself. I really want to work on agility. I really want to work on spiritual. I really work on different stuff. You know, certain days too, really want to work on certain things. That alone, it's a good thing. That way, you learn something as you want it, you feel learned, okay? Okay? And key is, it's not about persuasion. And it has to come from each individual who want it. And when I teach martial arts, when I teach certain people kids like who don't really want to do stuff like that, I would never like doing this stuff. I hate that. It's shady right here. So when I teach people who really want it, that I highly promote. Okay? So I'll go be out this video right now. I'll go see you in the next part 3.